Hurts, don't it?
Ow! She hit me. You saw it. Everybody saw it.
Welcome back to the Nerd Shelves. I'm Judy.
And I'm Michael.
And here's a microphone. I can say it. Can you hear it?
You're so goofy. You're so goofy.
FYI, French Connection UK. I didn't swear on the shirt.
Yes, that is true.
I'm going a bit wonky because I'm kind of under the weather. I'm sorry. But it's not contagious. Consider you're on the other side of the camera.
Holy, it's going to be one of those streams, is it? All right, everyone. It's been a while. We had to miss a couple, but we're here.
Yes.
Thank you for showing up and being here with us today. Hello, hello. Today we are playing...
Peacemakers, Horrors of War.
Horrors of War.
Horrors of War. It's going to be a nightmare.
Be very careful. Horrors of War. Yes.
Sorry. Not my first language.
We are...
I'll try. My best. Horrors of War.
There you go. We are doing a live playthrough today with a review at the end. It is... thank you, Snowdale Design, for sending us this
Thank you.
Review copy. They are the creators of the great game Lands of Galsdir.
Which is another very great game.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
game.
super fun.
Absolutely. And it was designed by... I apologize in advance if I don't pronounce these names correctly. Sami Laakso and Ville Reinikainen.
Thank you.
Reinikainen, I hope. Oh, anyways. Sorry. I did my best. But it's Snowdale Games. So anyways, if you are watching this not live, if you're watching it later, hit the timestamps below. You can skip to the teach, you can skip to the playthrough, you can skip to the review, you can skip past all of this nonsense.
That we cannot edit out.
We cannot edit
We're
out.
just goofy today.
Yes. I thought about editing videos later, but the problem is when we edit, as soon as you edit anything, it automatically takes away the live chat, so you can't follow along with the chat. So I'm not...
kind of makes sense, right? Because the chat comes live.
Totes my goats. But yeah, why don't we just say hi to everyone in the chat right now? I know it's wherever you are, a beautiful spring day.
Yes.
Or if you're on the other side of the equator, maybe a beautiful autumn day.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're from. For our Australian friends and New Zealand friends and African friends and South American friends. Okay.
No jibber jabber.
While we were waiting, we had the welcome screen on. Judy's like, "We're late. Hurry. We're late. Hurry." Anyways, Mrs. Coaster's here. Hi, Mrs. Coaster.
Hi, Mrs. Coaster.
Esco. Mrs. Coaster again.
Wee wee.
At the Nerd Shelves watching the Wrexham match. Ooh. What's the score? What's the score?
Team, huh?
Yes. Yes, busy Saturday of events.
McRoaster, hello.
Mr. Coaster. Adult-ish. Story of my life. Yes. Hilarious. All right, everybody. As you may have known, because we put it in Discord and a couple places, we're a little bit early today, about a half an hour than we normally are, because we have to get to an event later this afternoon.
Yeah. We missed one. I think Coralu came say hi at a very, very, very first comment. So hi, Coralu.
Oh, hi, Coralu. Yeah. Where'd you go, Coralu? Where'd you go? 2-0 Wrexham. Cool. Very cool. I just noticed my YouTube over here just put an ad right smack when we're talking, and I thought I got rid of mid-roll ads. So skip that. I'm sorry. Yeah, win.
They don't always listen to you.
No, I know. Win equals automatic promotion. Yeah, cool. All right. Before we get going, one thing I am trying to do, and I know I've said it in the last couple of live streams, is we really are trying to build our Twitch community. Right now, nobody's watching on Twitch because we just don't have a Twitch community, unfortunately. If you want to do us a favor and help promote it over on Twitch, I don't know how, but we are trying to build that side of it because we kind of neglected it for a while. So, yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Maybe we'll get there.
When I'm 70 euro.
When we're real grandmas and grandpas, exactly. Yeah. So this won't be a best of 7 game today. No, not a best of 7. we are... Well, I'll explain all that in a minute. All right. Shall we go?
Yes, please.
Cool. Let's pop down. Beep. There we go. This is... Oh, I see Judy's hand over there. Anyway, this is Lands of... No, it is not Lands of Galzir.
Peacemakers.
Sorry. This is Peacemakers.
Horrors
of War.
Sorry. You can say 10 times and I'll remember.
Yeah. Okay. Horrors. Yeah, there you go.
War.
So this is a campaign game. Well, it has a few scenarios in it.
Yeah.
And each scenario, you are going to be putting different factions on the board. Okay. Thank you, McRoaster. Thank you very much. Howdy from the... Hello from the... Okay, never mind. Okay.
Distracted.
Yeah, I know. I haven't started yet. But just to show you, this is... there's actually 2 campaign or scenario books, okay, that go like this. There's a left and a right side, obviously. And they just go together to make a larger board. The scenario book starts with... or not starts with, but it has a map on the top, and then what your, not our factions, but the factions, the AI factions, I guess, the warring factions, what they do is down here, and it tells you which ones from the box we're going to use. Now, it's kind of cool. I'll try to show you here.
While you try to open the box. Hi, DJ Dan.
Hey, DJ Dan.
From Twitch.
From Twitch, woohoo! So, the box is set up with all the different factions that you can use. And then, I don't know if you're going to be able to see
their insert is
that.
always good, hey?
Yeah.
From Lands of Galzir as well.
So, I'm going to
So organized.
You know, I'm going to go up to the top screen for a second. So there it shows you all of the different factions.
So cool.
Okay, and then that is inside where you sit them. And then up here, it shows you all the different scenarios, or you can look on that side. All the different scenarios, and each scenario has a different deck. And in this deck of cards, it has the specific cards for whatever faction you are using. Okay, and I guess as you play it more often, you'll get used to the style of each faction and how they move. And that's really important, because I'll tell you what the goal of the game is in a minute, but it's really important to be able to anticipate what these warring factions are going to be doing.
Yeah.
So the more you play it, I guess, I mean, I wanted to not play it before the live stream because I wanted it to be a surprise, but we did play the first scenario just because it's embarrassing if we make a lot of mistakes.
Kind of learn a lesson from It's a Wonderful World legacy game.
Exactly. Yeah. So, again, we are going to only be playing the first scenario, so there's not really any spoilers. The first scenario is literally a learning scenario.
Yes.
So much so that it actually has these
Little notes.
these bubbles, and it even says in the rules that those are just for reminders in the first scenario. Okay? Now,
pretty thoughtful, hey?
Yeah, you also get a rule book like this, and it has the basics on how to explain how to play the game, and it's not that many rules, right? Like it's got a page here, and then a setup page, and then that's really it. This is yeah. So there's not a lot, maybe 4 or 5 pages of rules.
Can I show that?
I'll get there in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. And then you start the scenario. Okay, so this is scenario 1, and it has a little story that you can read about it. We're not going to do that. I don't want to spoil it. People can read it themselves if they play it. So it's got a story here, and it kind of talks about the map a little bit, and the story continues. And then this page is scenario 1, Order in Chaos, and it kind of just gives you a few little strategy tips, what's happening. And then on this side, which you won't be able to see, but it says challenges and the scenario log. So this is what Judy was about to show. It's got this page which are different challenges that you need other than just the main challenge of the game. You can go into this and you can have different challenges and you can tick them off when you complete them and things like that. I like that it's just a piece of paper that you can photocopy if you want or whatever. We're not doing that. That's kind of for more advanced, right? but it also gives you this here. And it's really neat because it says the difficulty of this scenario is 1 out of 5 stars, right? It's the very basic. It's just to learn the game. But if you add these different challenges in, now all of a sudden, it's 3 out of 5 stars, right? So I love how it kind of tells you how much more difficult it makes the game. Mm-hmm. Now, just so you know, and I really appreciate this, we did play this first scenario, and we literally lost by the skin of our teeth. Like, it was, if a different order had happened, we would have won, but because the wrong order happened, we lost. So it's great that the first scenario isn't just a walkover. Yeah. You still have to participate and try, right? So anyway, so that's kind of what's in the box and how it works. It is a scenario. There's 6 different scenarios, I believe. Let me just double check just so you know. Yep, 6 scenarios in the box. And it's not like a campaign game where once you've played it and it's done. You can go back and play these scenarios later, right? And then you can add challenges and things like that. That's pretty great. Yeah. Yeah. So that is kind of the campaign or scenario aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, can I just show this too? This is a really good, this shows you what the box looks like, right? Which is pretty great. It's a fantastic insert, actually. Okay, now, so what is this game? Okay, it is a cooperative game where today Judy and I will be working together. These are our 2 characters, okay? Judy is playing that character, and I'm playing that character. There's backstories and everything in the box or in the rule book. But what's really neat about this too is because we are sharing these action cards on them, and I'll show this in a minute, on them, some of them have pictures of different characters. Yeah. And if you are that character, it actually makes some of those actions more powerful. Yeah. So each character kind of has a theme to them, and it makes certain actions more powerful. So you can actually pick characters based on what you want to do more. We just blindly picked a couple characters based on our colors. It's going to be tough to see, but you can see by our borders that these are the colors that we have. Okay. And I'm putting them down like this to make it easier to see. These are the warring factions that are controlled by, I guess, the AI. Okay, so today it is the macaws. This is the chief. He looks a little bit different. Okay, the macaws against the ocelots. Is that how you pronounce it? Against the ocelots, which are these really cool cats. They look like mini leopards, kind of. Okay. So these 2 factions are warring against each other. Now, what we are trying to do cooperatively is create peace. We want these 2 factions to negotiate peace.
Peacemakers.
We are peacemakers, okay? Now, here's the catch. Each faction has this little bubble here and this little bubble here, okay? This is the motivation track. The motivation to go to war. Right now, the ocelots are at a motivation of 7. And the macaws are at a motivation of 9.
They're aggressive birds.
They're a bit more aggressive. And you're going to see by the way their actions are, they really like to attack and fight. Okay? Now, our job, by foiling their plans, and these are their army decks. This is the plans that they have coming up. Yeah. If we can anticipate or find out what their plans are before they happen, we can actually start to manipulate that. Then they start losing motivation to go to war. Okay. They're like, this isn't working. I don't really want to go to war anymore. There's also other things we can do to make them lose motivation. Peace talks and things like that. But anyways, if they are in the green here, so for the ocelots, it's 1, 2, or 3, that means they're ready to negotiate. Okay? For the macaws, in the 1 or 2 spot, if we can drop down into that level, that means they are ready to negotiate.
Only 1 and 2. They're pretty stubborn.
They are a bit more stubborn. Absolutely. Now, If at any point at the end of the round, which I'll explain how the round works, if both factions are in the green, we win. We have done enough to have both sides negotiate peace. That's how you win. We are peacemakers. If, however, either faction drops to 0, that means they surrender. We don't want them to surrender. Surrender is bad because then the other faction just takes over and that's a bad thing. We don't want surrender. So if at any point any faction gets to 0, we lose.
So we want them to be in the green zone.
That's right. So what you're going to start seeing, and this is kind of a bit of a spoiler, but what happened yesterday was this faction got into the green super fast. This faction is so stubborn, they were hanging out over here. So now we're worried if we can't get that down fast enough, if that drops anymore, game's over. Right? So you have to try to drop the two factions at close to the same time. Okay? So we want to negotiate peace. We want them to drop their motivation enough so that they're ready without surrendering. Does that make sense? That's it. Win or lose. We keep going. And we keep going until either they both get in the green or one of them surrenders.
Yeah.
Okay? We never get attacked. We never attack. We are straight up peacemakers.
Peacemakers.
Okay? We're kind of standing in between saying, come on, guys. Can't we all just get along?
Peacemakers.
That's right. Okay. Now, how does the game work? Well, there are 3 phases. It's actually quite simple.
Yeah.
There are 3 phases. There is the adventurer phase. Then there is the army phase.
Yeah.
And then there is the what's it called? The you look status phase. You look to see what the status of the game is. Okay? So, adventurer phase. Hey, we are the adventurers. So, to set up first, it tells you where each of these go. Okay? And you just look at the board here. Now, this is another neat thing, and I'm going to try to show you in the green screen. So this is a character, and as you can see, it has a circle base. This one has the cog shape. This one, for example, has a star shaped. Now, these are pretty neat because, look, you can actually take them off, and they have a bunch in the box, and depending on the scenario is which characters get different shapes, okay? And then you, based on here, you put them on the board. Now, so they are either, this is an army, and then the 2 circles are a unit, and then the cog is its own unit, okay? That's important for some of their actions. In this scenario, as you can see, this bird, this macaw, is a little bit different than all of the other ones. That is the chief. Okay? If the chief dies, their motivation automatically goes to 0 and we lose. We do not want the chief to die, so we're trying to protect the chief. But again, there's 2 stars and 2 circles, okay? So the different shaped bases will determine which units do things, okay? So that's kind of neat. And there's a bunch in the box, and every scenario is a little bit different, and they put different shapes. And on the here, it tells you what their powers and stuff are based on those shapes. Okay? So when it says an army, this whole thing, all the orange ones are an army. If it says a unit, all the circles are 1 unit, all the cogs are 1 unit, all the stars are 1 unit. Okay? Does that make sense? So that's set up according to the board and the rule book based on the scenario. Another thing is, and you won't be able to see this, is this tells me to place G, which is, this is G, okay, with an arrow facing that way. That is important. For this entire scenario, these only move forwards and backwards. You cannot turn them. Future scenarios you will be able to, but in this scenario, they can only move forwards and backwards. So you have to make sure that they're in the right way. Okay? Got it? Okay. A couple other things that you're going to see on the board is there's a shield, which means that it's protected by 1 power. This one here, it's a little dotted line of a mask. That means he's in a forest. He's got stealth. That means he can only be attacked by close by things. And I'll explain all that in a minute. Okay, so let's go back. Adventure phase. It doesn't matter how many people are playing with each other. If it's solo, 2, 3, or 4 people. This is the adventurer deck. Okay? It's already been shuffled. You always, at the beginning of the round, take 4 cards. Okay? 4 cards. And split them up equally between all the players. If there's 3 players, well, somebody's going to get more. That's fine. Now we have 2 cards to play with. Okay? So we like to just put them up like this so that we can see, because we can see each other's cards, right? It's co-op, right? Now, we can play these cards. There is no turn order. You don't have to play all the cards. We can keep playing cards, discussing back and forth what we're going to do. To play a card, we just, sorry, can I move that die? We just discard it. We'll put the discard under this deck. We just discard it, do what we want. I can play another card if I want, or Judy can play a card, or maybe we want to hold on to these cards for later. Whatever we want, that's what we do.
In any order.
In any order. Okay? So, let's talk about what all these cards do. Okay? Can I use, there's not a great example. Anyways, I'm going to use this card to start. Okay? All cards have, the art is fantastic, by the way. I just love it. Okay? So, all cards, see, it's the resource deck. I called it the adventurer deck. It's the resource deck. Sorry. So, there's icons on the top. Okay? And then there is a scheme at the bottom. When I play this card, I can do any one of those, right? If it has 2 icons, that means it's double, right? But I pick one of those or that. Basically, pick one thing on the card and do it. That's it.
Very standard.
Very standard. Yeah. Now, what you can see here is, for example, if I want to do this, and I'll explain what it means in a minute, but this is important. It says, discard any 1 card from a nearby army. But see that symbol there? That's actually...
That's me.
That's Judy's color, and you can actually see by the face, that's Judy's face. So if... not Judy's face, but you know what I mean. If Judy played this card, this is what I mean. Now hers is a little bit more powerful.
Yeah.
So if I play it, I can discard any 1 card from the nearby army. Judy can discard any 2. Okay? That's what I mean by some of these actions are more powerful depending on which character played it. Okay? Easy enough? Let's talk about what these do. Okay? The eyeball means survey. Okay? What I do if I want to survey is I can take, so this is the army deck for the macaws. This is the army deck for the ocelots. We are going to, at one point, we are going to flip them over. Okay? So they look like this. Okay? It creates a scroll. This is what that army is going to do on the army face. And it goes from left scroll to right scroll. Okay? So we don't know what's going to happen because right now they're flipped over. So that survey means I can take any one of these cards as long as my character is on the same spot as one of those armies. Okay? So if I move to here, for example, I'm on the same spot as this army. So I can take either one of these cards and just flip it over. So now we know what's going to happen during the army phase. It's giving us, we've surveyed, right? It's giving us a little bit of intel. So now we know what's going to happen, and now we can start doing things to stop that from happening. Okay, that's a survey, right? And it's actually kind of great at the back here, right? It says survey lets you flip a topmost face down order card from a nearby army. Nearby in this game means you are sharing a space. That's nearby.
Not next to, but in the same space.
Now, if I wanted to flip over, if I played another one and I wanted to flip over a card, now I could flip over the top card of this side or the top card underneath here. It says the top upside down card. So now we have more intel about what's happening in a couple of rounds. Okay? Just pick one card from an army that you are in a space of and flip it over. Very, very important. And honestly, this is kind of the bulk of the game.
Yeah.
Trying to see what they're doing. Okay? That's survey. The boot means move. Simple enough.
Straightforward.
I can move one space. So I can move in any direction.
Because we're not restricted by the
we're not
arrows,
restricted
so
by
free.
the arrows. Exactly. I can move in any direction to get to where I want to go.
Okay.
That's it. Very easy, right? This is fortify. In this case, I get to fortify 2. Okay? And again, it's pretty neat. Back here, it says protect units, but they get removed. Okay, what that means is, so I'm just going to double check because I believe it has to be in, you have to be nearby. You have to be in the space, right? Can I just double check that? I just want to double check. Fortify. You can fortify spaces on the map. For each icon, place a new fortification placed. Oh, it doesn't say. To fortify, place a resource card with one or more fortify icons. For each icon, place one new fortification token on your space. Yeah.
Just not in the water.
So what I do is I take one of these and I put it on my space. Now what it does is that fortify protects this character. If he gets attacked, this gets removed first.
Yeah.
So for example, let's say he gets attacked for 2. I would say that's 1, remove it, and the extra 1 now hits him.
Yeah.
It just gives some protection.
Yeah.
Okay?
And there's a token for hit, right?
And there's a token for hits, which I'll show in a minute. Okay? That's fortify. You're just protecting the characters. Now, they stay in the space. So if this character moves, not protected anymore. Okay? And the last one, that is delegate. Delegate means give a different card to another player. So if I have a card here that I think Judy really needs because she's in the space with maybe an army that we need to protect or something, I could say, okay, I'm going to use this to delegate this, and I'm going to hand it over to Judy.
You do have to spend a card to do the delegation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And those are the only actions you can do. Now, if your action, see this move? Ooh, that green screen's, sorry about that. See this action, it has a plus card. That means if I use this card to do that action to move, so I use it, I move, I get to draw another card, which is great because the more cards you have, the more you can keep going before the army does its thing. And sometimes we're waiting for certain cards, so we want to just keep drawing cards, right? Or I can do whatever the bottom says. So for example, if I wanted to do this, it's even my character. So it says flip the topmost or any card face up from any army's deck. So that's pretty awesome. Surveying, I can only flip over cards in an army that I'm nearby with. This card, I can pick any army, any card, and flip it over.
Even you're not in the same
Even
spot.
if we're not in the same spot.
Okay.
Okay. So that's really the idea of the game, is we are trying to find out what they're doing by surveying and then trying to stop that.
Peace.
Okay. Then when we decide, so those are the only actions we can do. Survey, flip a card in a nearby spot, right? Move. Fortify, put these little fences down to protect the armies. Delegate, pass cards to another player, or do the scheme at the bottom, which is a special action, and they're all different.
Involving a lot of strategies planning, right?
Yeah, totally. That's it.
Is a co-op.
That's all we can do. Now, as soon as we decide as a team, we either don't have any cards left, or we want to keep these cards for a later round.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we can do. Then we end our adventurer phase, and now it's the army phase. So then what we do is normally we discard underneath because the cards look good when they go together. But to save room and get the camera closer, we're going to discard on either side. Okay? It won't look as cool, but actually, why don't we go like this? Then we can discard them together.
That's cool. There's space there.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So then what we do is the top two cards, whether they've already been flipped over or not, get discarded. If it is face down, flip it over as a surprise. If it's face up, we already know what it is. So they get flipped over. Okay. I guess we can show it. So they each get flipped over like this. Okay. And then these two get flipped over. And then they do their thing.
Just go with the instruction here.
But who goes first? The fastest army goes first. How do you know their speed? Well, I will show you. There's speed on the top of both of these cards. The right card always has a decimal place. That way there's never any ties. Okay? This has a speed of 5.3. Okay?
Sum up.
Yeah. You look at both speeds. Whoever is fastest goes first. And that's important because some of these cards have shields. And if they don't go first, those shields don't count because cards do not get activated until it's their turn.
Yeah.
And specifically on the BGG forums, it said, thematically, that means they weren't fast enough to hide. They were too slow. Okay? So then what I do, and I'm not going to explain anything other than main actions because I want it to be a surprise. Then you go left card from top to bottom, then right card from top to bottom.
Unless it says something else.
Unless it changes it.
Yeah.
Totally. Now, you're going to see things like, here's an example. This is a strike card. Strike is attack. This says each circle macaw attacks. So then I have to look at the board and find circles. These two macaws have circle bases. They both attack. And I'll explain how to attack in a minute. If there are no circles on the board, you go to that one, the second priority, which is star. If there are no circles, you go star. If there are neither, I guess it doesn't happen. We've never encountered
there's
that.
only two of those, right?
Okay? Now, that's one example. This might be movement. It might say each star macaw moves one forward. So then you just take them and move, okay? How do these attack? Okay. Unlike movement, they can attack in any direction. And here and here, and that's not a card, so I can't actually show you, but the top green is range. How far can they attack? So this chief has a range of 2. It can attack up to 2 spaces. Okay? All the rest of the macaw soldiers have a range of 2. The ocelot warriors have 2. Oh, the archers.
Screamy cat.
I know, isn't it great? The archers, these ones, see, they've got bow and arrows. They have a range of 3. So what you do is, if the 2 macaw circles, and if there's 2 attacking, they attack at exactly the same time. So if they're ganging up on one character, you add everything up together. Okay, so these 2 attack. They can go a range of 2. So first, where's a range of 2? 1, 2. This is the closest enemy to that character. If it was here, that's still 2.
Yeah.
Okay? If it's there, well, and there's one here, you only attack the closest one. Okay? So you find the closest one, that's there. Now look, this has 2 that it can attack. 1, 2, and a range of 1, 2. They're both 2 away. If there's a tie for range, you first go straight ahead.
Okay.
And then if there's none straight ahead, you work in a clockwise manner until you find one character to attack. Okay, so this one is attacking him or her. This one is attacking that one. They attack. It tells you what their attack is, a hit of 3. So you go 3 minus any of these shields on the board, minus any fortifies, minus any shields on these if they've been activated. So in this case, it's 3 minus 1, it's 2. It got a hit of 2. So I take 2 hit tokens, and I simply just put it beside it right there. That means it's been hit twice. Okay. It also tells you what each power or lives are. So the chief has 8 lives. It can take 8 hits. All these other ones have 5. So if you ever get 5 tokens on that character, it dies. Okay? Now, what happens when a character dies? It's not necessarily a bad thing because it's one way to drop motivation.
Yeah.
So let's just say this was the 5th hit on this character. So what I would do is that character is dead. I would move it to the skeleton board here, put it on a circle. Every time a character dies, it says -1 motivation.
That helps.
But add a new horror card to the resource deck. So this is the horror deck. Bad things happen. And I place it on top of the deck without looking at it.
So next time when you draw resources card, that comes
That's
first.
going to come out. Okay? That's attacking. Okay, and it'll make more sense when we go. I hope that made sense. The other thing about movement is if this card says moving, right? They always move forward. They can move onto our spaces. They cannot move onto an enemy space. So if this macaw was here and it had to move 1, it just doesn't move.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you understand? I'll also see these water spaces. You cannot fortify on water spaces. That's another. Now, one more thing to talk about is being on the same space. That means nearby. Being one space away, that means adjacent. And then the rest is range.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Then they do their attack or their army actions.
Yep.
They do their army actions, or whoever's fastest goes first. Then it's the status phase. We check status. Nope. We continue. Now what happens is, doesn't matter how many cards we have left over, you take the resource deck and you draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we flip over these cards, we have to resolve any horror cards. Yeah. So now we flip. So it's adding bad things, bad actions. Yeah. But also, now we get less cards. Because
split, yeah.
Right? Because the horror card was one of them. So then we flip it over, do what it says, and either discard it. It might be an ongoing thing. Who knows? Okay? And then we carry on. And we keep going like that until at the status phase, we have them both there, or one of them surrenders, and then the game is over.
So when you need to move, it can not take the fortify with it,
right?
But the hit will follow it, right?
Hits follow, absolutely, right? But they cannot take the fortify with it, absolutely. Now, this is the first scenario. There's lots of icons on this board that we're probably not going to use, but we will in future scenes or scenarios. Again, this is a shield, so that protects you from one hit. See, it's behind the rocks. This is a stealth, right? And what that means is no matter what the range is, you can only be attacked from an adjacent spot. Okay, so you can't be shot by bow and arrows and things like that. Okay? The only other thing I need to check is there's a motivation icon there. I don't know why. I'm not sure why that's there, but I'll look that up in a minute.
Okay.
And I'll tell you. And that's it. Oh, in this scenario, with the macaws, because there's a chief, and the chief has 8 hit points, if the chief ever dies, instantly they surrender, and the game's over.
Yeah. No one wants to fight when the boss is dead.
Right. We need to protect the boss. However, we know because we've played it, there's some cards where if the chief's health is still at 8, they gain motivation.
Yeah.
If the chief's health is lower, they lose motivation. Remember, we're trying to lose motivation. So you kind of want the chief to get hit at least once.
An injured boss.
Right? But you don't want to kill him. So that's the entire game, actually. We will flip these back over. This is the simple scenario. There's probably... Do you want to shuffle these up?
Yeah.
Those two. There's probably more that goes on in the other scenarios that I am not going to talk about now because I don't know.
And we don't want to spoil.
We don't want to spoil it. Exactly. And that's that. Any questions? We will explain different cards as they happen. Oh, right. Thank you. There is a die. What is this one? It's a D... What is it? It's not a D20. D12. Okay. And this die shows up during different actions. If it asks you to roll the die, do that. And as you can see, the die has a couple of things on it. It has numbers and symbols. Sometimes you have to use the number. Sometimes you have to use the symbol.
It'll tell you.
It'll tell you. For example, I know that one of these cards says for their speed, only use the speed of the left card, don't use the right card, and roll the die, and that's your speed. So if I rolled it and it's a 5, my speed is 5. If I rolled it and it's a 8, the speed is 8, whatever that is. Also, it's this faction again. They have ones where it says roll the die until one of those symbols matches a symbol on one of your units. And then the right card now uses that symbol instead of the symbol it says on the card. So it makes it hard because remember I said strategically we're trying to survey these cards to anticipate what's going to happen. But if you have to roll the die before it activates, we can't really anticipate because we don't know what's going to happen.
Unpredictable.
It's confusion, right?
Okay.
Which is kind of neat. So we'll keep that off to the side.
I'm going to move you back.
Oh yeah, I'm already cheating. Cool. That's it, everybody. I hope that made sense.
I'm going to shuffle this.
It actually is quite... Once you get playing, it's quite simple, right? Hashtag Team Macaws, McRoaster. Jeez Louise. I've been looking at Peacemakers for a bit. It looks like something I'd like. It's different. It's different than anything I've ever played, but we'll touch on that later.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I just love these books as the board type of game. So easy to transfer the game. Totally. Yeah, absolutely. Question, is there a shark faction with laser beams on their heads? Of course. Obviously. How about pugs? No pugs. What are the other factions? While you shuffle those, I will tell you. There are the Ocelots, the Scarlet Macaws. Can't read that. Tuatras, which are like kind of iguana type looking things. Bears, toucans, green iguanas. Ow. And, wow, strawberry poison frogs.
This guy.
Isn't that the iguana?
It looked like a frog.
It's kind of neat. Here you go. What's a tuatara? Tuatara?
Show it? Green screen?
I don't know what that is. But there's only one of them. So when that comes out in a scenario... That character's all by himself. I kind of like the bears. They're kind of neat in the toucans. I don't know what that is. Is that how you even pronounce it? A tuatara? What is that? Tuatara? I don't know what that is.
Tuatara.
Hey! So very wrong about games. It's rating. Woo!
Hello.
Hey! Welcome.
Tuatara.
Thanks for the raid. How you doing?
Hello.
What were you doing over on your stream? Let us know. Yo! Cool. Okay, well, we're going to get started. We're just starting now, so we've gone through the teach. I do want to see...
Tuatara.
I want to know why this motivation is on this space. And it says, a motivation icon on a space means a side has one extra motivation while they have at least one unit on that space. So right now, while there's a unit on this space, their motivation is actually 8. So we also need to get him off that space.
Okay.
Yeah? Cool. We were playing Rebirth. Cool. And Tirna Nog? Wow, I don't know what that is.
Hey, Meepo's here.
Okay.
Hi, Alex.
Yeah, Meeple was here earlier. I was ignoring him though because I was teaching. Swag is a pretty great pod. Swag is really like your thoughts and banter.
Swag?
Is that so very wrong, right? So very wrong. Is that right? SVWAG? Swag?
Type of both.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't know you had a podcast. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to listen to that. Very, very cool.
Okay, we're going to get going.
We got to get going. Okay, so Judy's going to deal us 4 cards, 2 each. We don't know anything about what's going on. And away we go. Any questions while we play? Please let us know. So, my 2 special actions, if I want, it says a nearby army's next order gains 5 speed. That's important because I remember one of these cards said lose a motivation if it has the lower speed.
Yeah.
So I might save this for when that card comes up. See, we already know what some of the cards are, and I didn't really want that to happen, but it is what it is. And then my other special actions, do you want to see the pictures? See, it says a nearby army's next order gains 5 speed. Whoa, if we are that faction, or that character, which nobody is, 10. Very cool. And then my other special action says draw 1 card from the resource deck. You may give 1 or 2 if it's this character cards from your hand to another player, and they may give you 1. So that's just getting extra cards. But you have to discard this card to get an extra card. Okay. Judy's special actions are...
Food poisoning.
Whoa! Give up to 2 hits. Those claw marks are hits. Or 4, if you are your character.
Which I am.
To a nearby unit. But this cannot reduce their unit to below... So it can't kill a unit, but it can make them sick. And that one says choose 1 nearby unit and move them 1 space backward.
So it's safe to say that at some point I can food poisoning the macaw sheep.
Or
not kill it, but
or
make it
maybe
sick.
This one, because right now he's in the way of the chief, which means the chief is never going to get hit.
Yeah.
So maybe?
Make them run to the bathroom.
I don't know. All right, what do you think? I want to see something, because this is an army. I think a unit is 1 and a group is the same base. And I just want to make sure, because that does say unit and not group. So we got to be very clear about that. Okay? I don't know. Okay, you do something and I'll check it out.
All right.
If you want.
Choose 1 nearby and move them 1 space backward. I don't want to move anyone backward already.
Not yet.
I think I'm going to get more cards. So I'm going to survey and get 1 card. So I'm going to put it there.
Okay.
Survey. So survey cards stay on top of the deck instead of discard.
Yeah, they don't discard. We don't discard till the end of the round.
And it's a swift.
Yeah, groups are the shapes.
Already this card came out with the speed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we know we know during the army phase, if the macaws has the highest speed, we +1 motivation.
Which we don't want.
No. If this order has the lowest, then they lose a motivation. Yeah. So we want them to lose a motivation. So it's a good time for me to play this card.
Yeah, good timing. So this is also a +1 card, so I'm going to add it here.
But I can't play it yet because I'm not... Oh, sorry. You weren't supposed to be able to do that yet.
Because I'm not in the same spot?
You're not in the same spot.
I'm sorry.
No. So just move your guy first.
Move my guy first.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one first.
Yeah. So move and pick up a card.
And then pick up the card.
Yeah.
And then now I survey.
There you go.
And pick up another card.
Sorry, we forgot you have to be in the same space. Okay, I'm going to...
Oh, the two are the same.
I'm going to move as well. So I'm going to move 2. I have 2 boots. I'll move 2. I can move up to 2. Should I just go there or should I go here to try to move him forward if I can, or backwards at least?
Do you want to get this one first so you can...
No, because I need to have this army have +5 speed to lose a...
Yeah, that sounds like... Okay.
So should I move here or here?
Maybe here, because we want to get this down too. Right?
Okay, so I'm going to move in this. So now I'm going to play this card, and it says a nearby army. So this is my nearby army. Next order gains 5 speed, and it says ongoing until it happens. So I'm going to put it beside this army here just so we don't forget. Okay, I'm out of cards.
I still have 2.
Okay, do you want to play them?
Flip the topmost card face up from any army's deck.
Any army's deck?
I have 2 that's the same, so I think I'm going to flip one of yours. And flip one of mine.
Okay, that's good so we can see what the speed is.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Do I want to do that or fortify?
Don't fortify. We're trying to kill off those guys. We need to lose motivation. Right?
I'm going to do that then.
It's a fine... Oh, okay, so that's already a 4.
Does it stay here if I do the skin? Or down here?
No, we don't discard until the end of the round. So that's at a 4, that's at a 6. So right now, this faction is at 9.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good so far.
Okay. Now this one, do I want to move one spot?
Or keep it for next round.
I will
Maybe.
do that.
There's no point in looking at a card because we have no cards to do anything with it if we don't like what it is. And we're going to find out what it is anyways.
I'm so sorry for...
Are you blowing your nose?
I'm so sick.
Okay, so we've decided we don't want to play any cards. So now what we're going to do is the top 2 cards go into the discard pile. Okay, so you want to flip yours over.
Okay.
Yeah, top 2 cards go in and flip over. Top 2 cards go into the discard pile. Yeah, top 2 first, so that would have went like this. Okay. Oh. Then flip over any card. I just wanted to show how it works. You were right. I just wanted to do it in steps just so that people can see. Okay. Now we check speed. So this has a speed of 6, 7.3. This has a speed of 4, 6.2 plus 5. So that's 11.2. Okay, so that's now discarded. So this faction goes first. And it says, roll. Do you want to see it? Okay. It says, roll the die until you roll a group with ocelots on the map. Okay, so I need a star or a cog. Here we go. Cog. Okay. Replaces the right half's group icon. So now this is for cogs, not for circles. And it says each cog ocelot attacks. If no macaw was defeated in this attack, -1 motivation. Okay, here comes the first attack. Are you ready? So, what did I say? The cog. This is the only one that attacks. Okay? So, I go, it's a cog. Where is that? Here. The range is 2. 1, 2. Okay? So I'm attacking this macaw here.
Okay.
Okay? It has a power of 3. So, is there any shields?
No.
No, 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 and no. So I give it 3 hits.
Does this count?
Nope.
Oh, no, that's range.
Nope.
Okay, got it.
3 hits. Okay? That attack is done. Did it kill it?
No.
Nope.
Life of 5.
Life of 5.
Still have 2.
So it says if no macaw was defeated, -1 motivation. Boom. -1 motivation. Good start.
Yeah.
Okay. These 2 are done.
Uh-huh.
Now we do the slower side.
Okay. So start from the left side.
Left side first.
Up to bottom.
Yep.
If this order has the highest, which does not.
The highest speed, right? So this one had the highest speed.
So it goes down to the next one.
Yep.
If this order has the lower speed, -1. So
Woohoo!
as that.
Great stuff. Good start.
And then right side, each macaw with a circle base attacks.
Yep.
So there are 2 of them.
Okay.
So the range is 2.
These 2 circles each have a range of 2.
So this is gonna move.
No, 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 no. They're attacking. They're not moving.
Oh, they're not moving.
Yeah.
Okay, so attack 1, 2.
Well, that's 2 as well.
Yeah, one at a time.
No, no.
Altogether.
No, this range has 1, 2. That's 2, and that's 2. So we have to decide which one is going to attack. So it goes straight.
I think we can just go that one because that one can attack.
No, we don't. We don't decide. There's rules that we have to follow.
Okay.
We don't just get to choose, right? So they both have a range of 2. This one is only attacking this one because it's the only enemy within a range of 2.
Oh, got it.
Right? This one has a choice. It can either attack this one or this one because they're both in a range of 2.
Okay.
So the next tiebreaker is straight ahead first.
Okay.
So yes, it is attacking this one. But I wanted to explain why.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Sure.
No, not sure.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Sure.
So that's attack this one then because it's got a range of 3. Seems a little bit powerful than this guy.
But he's not attacking. Only the circles are attacking.
I'm talking about get rid of this one first. So when later on they attack me, or not me, the macaw, the range is less.
I don't know what you're saying. They attack at the exact same time.
Okay. Okay, that's an attack.
Right? They both attack, like everyone attacks at the same time. So if they were attacking the same character, you add everything up because it's all simultaneous. Everyone attacks at the exact same time.
Okay.
So it's right. Do you know what I mean?
Oui.
Right. So we don't get to choose who they attack. There's rules and steps we have to follow. So this one is attacking this one. Oops.
Let's do that.
And this. Okay. And this one is attacking this one.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it. Ready?
Thank you.
Okay, so this one is attacking here, and this one is attacking here. So they each have a power of 3, attack of 3. Okay? So this gets 3, and this gets 3. This has a shield, so it only gets 2. Right? Because it blocks 1 attack. This has nothing, so it gets all 3. Okay? Understand?
Got it.
Okay. And now, anything else?
No.
Nothing else. Okay. So the army phase is over, and now we do the status phase. Did we win?
No.
Nope. So we continue. Okay.
4 cards.
4 more cards, please. I'm glad the ads on this Twitch page do not completely block the stream and sound. Oh. I didn't even know we had ads on Twitch. Sorry about that. What's that? Best viewers on steamboo.com. No, that sounds like a bit of a, what do you call it? Spam? Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, here we go. What do you got there, Jude? Jude has 3 cards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Blowing your nose at a range of 3.
So sorry.
Okay, so what should we do? So we don't know which are coming up next, so we should probably try to figure that out. I want to get this guy off of this space because I don't like that extra motivation. My special actions aren't very good. What do you think, Jude?
Nearby unit. Choose one nearby unit and move them one space backward. Do you want to do that one?
Sorry, what?
Choose one nearby unit and move them one space backward. I can just delegate you that card.
Maybe. Do we want him to move back or do we want him to move forward? Because if he moves back, then he's not attacking anymore.
Well, get him out of that.
Yeah. You know what?
First, right?
Maybe I should see what this is first because this might be movement. And if it's moving forward, then we don't need to move him backwards.
Okay.
Because it would be horrible if we moved him backwards and then the next card moved him right back in. Attack! Attack!
Okay, let's do that.
Should I?
Go for it.
Okay. So my only card that has an eyeball symbol is this one. So I'll play that card to check this. And it is... Oh, it's attack. Each circle ocelot attacks. Okay. Okay. So he is going to attack. So, yeah. What do you think? Should we move him backwards, maybe? Well, to be honest, this is only important near the end of the game.
Okay.
Right? Right? And in fact, if he's about to die, it might save them.
That's very true. Okay.
What do you think? Oh, I hope nobody can hear my stomach growling. I'm so hungry.
Any other possession of theirs. What does that mean?
Okay, it says...
The skin.
Move any one, or if it was my character, 2 cards from a nearby army to another position in their deck. So what that means is...
In their deck.
In their respective deck. So you are nearby this army.
Yes.
So let's say we knew what this card was. And we didn't want it to come up soon.
Okay.
You could take that card and put it anywhere in this deck you want.
Oh.
Keep it flipped over.
Oh. But just anywhere in there.
Yeah. We can put it at the bottom of the deck, or we can do whatever we want.
You know what? I think I'm gonna play this one, but fortify.
Fortify. Who are you fortifying?
This one, because I'm right at a nearby spot.
Okay. Do you want to fortify though? Do we?
It's got 3
yeah.
hit already.
Don't we want him to die? Because if he dies, we lose motivation, and then the chief can start getting hit, and we want him to get hit a little bit too, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
Because if that card comes up where the chief doesn't have a single hit, we gain motivation, and we don't want to gain motivation. That's the problem that I'm worried about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll do this one then. Flip the topmost card face up from any deck. I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, I like it.
And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, washroom to blow my nose. I'm sorry, that sounds disgusting.
Okay, so this card that Judy just flipped over says, advance all star. Each star macaw moves 1 space forward. All right. So there we go. I was wondering what the rumbling was. That's exactly it, Mick Roaster. I want to lose motivation, but not too much motivation. Okay. I think I'm going to hold on to this card. I don't want to use it yet. And then Judy's got a couple cards here that I don't know what she wants to do. So we're just going to pause for a minute while we wait for Judy. Talking about rumbling, there's a roller derby rumble tomorrow. I'm taking my daughter to the bout. Oh, cool. That sounds super fun. It's like the Royal Rumble. Remember WWF, the Royal Rumbles? What do you think, Judy? Do you want to do anything else, or do you want to...
I think I'm good. Hold on.
Yeah?
I think I'm good.
Okay. You want to just hold on to those cards? I don't think we need them right now.
No. There's nothing much yet.
Unless you want to see what that is. I don't know why you would want to, but...
Yeah, that's fine, because at later on, we're going to flip it, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, we're going to hold on to these cards.
I apologize for the pause.
That's okay.
Just totally under the weather.
Okay, so the top 2 cards move into the discard.
All right. So don't flip it. Move in the middle.
Then flip over anyway. I mean, you can. I'm just... Yeah. Okay.
Two can. You can?
Two can. Ha. Okay. Oh, good. You're still going. Coraloo, don't you know us by now?
Hi, Cora.
Like 8-hour streams, remember? Okay, speed. What's your speed?
1.
No.
Plus 5.9. 6.9.
6.9. And mine says, roll this die. This order speed is whatever is on this die. Ignore the right half. Okay. 3. 3 only. So your side goes first. What does it say?
Cautious. Check how much heart. Oh, my chief has, and this is a bad news because it has 8, and that moves us 1 motivation up.
Darn it. Check how much heart, what is his name? Chief Sochiamad has. If it's 8, plus 1 motivation. If it's 5 to 7, minus 1 motivation. If it's 0 to 4, minus 2 motivation. So he has not been hit yet, so his motivation is 8. So we gain a motivation. Boo! That's why we got to get him hit. We got to get him hit. Otherwise, that's just going to keep going up and up and up. Yeah, 6 scenarios today. We sure are. Okay, and then what's the second right card say?
Each star macaw moves 1 space forward. Yay!
Okay, so that's getting closer. So 1.
There. And this one is
2.
in here, which is a bad news. We don't want them together.
Why?
Anyways, carry on.
No, why? No, I'm curious.
Because we are not able to hit the sheaf until this one was hit. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it's not bad since it's closer to get hit.
So if it's an attack and there's 2 characters in the same spot, the tiebreaker is you attack the one that has the lowest health.
Yeah.
So still the chief is not getting hit. It'll be him until he dies. Or she.
Until the wingman is dead.
Yes. Yes. The wingman. Totally. Get it? Wings because it's a bird. Okay. Now the ocelots go. So we've done that. We rolled. Now each... Do you want to see it? Sorry, I should show them, right? Each circle ocelot attacks. If no macaw was defeated, minus 1. Okay, so this one attacks and this one attacks. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're all 2, so it goes straight ahead first, which is that one. Okay. And this one goes 1, 2. There's only 1, so this one attacks here and this one attacks here. Okay? There are no shields there, so they attack at a 3, so that's 3 hits. Okay?
Every time I attack, I always feel like I need to move them, but you don't.
No, you don't move anything. So that attacks at a 3. There's no shields, so that's a hit of 3. Okay. Did any macaws die?
No.
No. So we lose another motivation.
Pretty close, though.
Yeah, pretty close. So their motivation's going down pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
What's that? Get the tiny macaw out of the way to hit the big macaw. Makes sense, right? That's the whole point. Okay, status phase. Nope. In fact, we're worse off than we were earlier. Okay, Judy. Here we go.
All right.
4 new cards, please. Okay, what do we got? We got lots of cards coming up. Okay. I think we should see what those 2 are personally.
Those 2
if we can, just to see what's going on. Because we got to get that down somehow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Move any cards from a nearby army to any position in the deck. Place fortify on any space I want. Well, we don't really want to fortify anything right now. So do you know what I'm going to do?
No.
I'm going to play both of these for their surveying, and I'm just going to check what these are, okay? Are you good with that?
Yeah.
I'm going to check what both are. This says roll the die. This order speed is that. And this says each circle ocelot places 1 fortify on its space. That might be good to fortify these ones because we don't want them to drop too much.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. Okay. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to first survey a card.
Okay. What does it say?
Impatient. Resolve the right half first.
Okay, so we're going to do the right half first.
If the right half is strike, place it face up on top of the deck. If it's not a strike, then you minus.
Ooh. So if it's a strike, we do the strike and then it goes back on top of the deck for another strike.
Yeah, I think I'm going to look.
Yeah, let's look because you have a card that can move it, right?
Yeah, 2 cards. I can move it. It is a strike.
It is a strike.
So that means place it face up on top of its deck.
And we won't lose a motivation. So why don't you move it to the bottom of the deck?
Yeah, I'm going to use that card and move it to the bottom because we don't want that right now.
The problem is the second card might be a strike too, but we don't know.
Hey, let's take a look. How about that? Why not, right?
Whoa, wait. But there's nothing we can do about it. So do you want to waste that card now? We're going to see. If it is a strike,
because you cannot move it. Okay,
there's nothing we can do about it, so we might as well just not use it.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. And then later, if we have to move a card, we can use that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what they are. So these 2 go down. I already know what mine are. Please don't be strike. Please don't be strike. Please don't be strike. It is a... Advance!
Do you want to show what advance is?
When it's its turn. Let's see whose turn it is first.
I have 9.9 total.
9.9. I roll the die.
Gotta be 6 or something higher.
5.
Ooh.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay, so resolve the right first, which is...
Advance. Each circle macaw moves 1 space. That's easy.
So that's 1 in the water, 1 in the water.
Take its hit points with it.
Okay. And so that's that. Now, if the right half is a strike, which is not, and now we minus 1 motivation.
Because it's not a strike. Yes, that's what we needed. Okay. It's not a picketing strike, Corlu. It's strike. Okay. These 2 say, so we rolled that. Okay. Then it says each circle ocelot places 1 fortify on its space. Okay, that's fine because it protects them. Because we really want this to not go down too fast and we want that to go down faster. Okay, that was good. So we got 1 down again.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 more cards, Jude. I like it. We're getting there. Okay. Do you have a card that you can move these cards in the deck?
Yeah.
So maybe we want to look at what the cards are.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Do I want to give 2 hit to a nearby unit? Is it too soon?
No, because you can't kill them with those. You can't go below 0.
But do you want it to be lower? Like to go to 6?
Oh, yeah. Judy's so smart.
I'm right there, right?
Yes. Good move.
Do you want to show that?
Good move. So, give up to 2 hits, or this is Judy's character, so up to 4 hits, to a nearby unit. This cannot reduce it below 0. But yes, you can give it to the chief, so when that card comes up again...
Yeah, then we don't add up the motivation.
So how many do you want to give it, though? This is careful.
2.
Yeah, because remember, if he actually dies, we lose the game. So we want him to be injured, but not die.
So give 2, please.
2?
To the chief.
Okay, I like it. Oh, that was smart, Judy. Good job.
Oh, well, this card came up. Good timing.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the chief now has 2 hits on it. Okay.
Then I'm gonna look at card.
Okay. That which is the maybe.
I think that one's more.
What does that say?
Cray.
Do not resolve the right half at -1. Sweet.
Love it. Okay.
Easy.
Your turn.
Oh,
anything?
I don't know. Do I even need to know?
mean, you can always keep it for later, right?
You know what? This says remove up to 2 hits, 2 health from a nearby unit.
Yeah.
So I might... Oh, I'm not nearby. I might move and remove those just to protect him. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. So that one says move and I get to get... What?
Him or her. It looked like me when I shout at you.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm going to move 1. And I get to gain a card because that's what that said. Flip the topmost card face up in any army's deck. I don't think we need to, do we?
Not right now.
Okay. Okay, remove up to 2 hits from a nearby unit. I'll remove 2 of these just to protect Judy. Judy says that looks like her. Ah! Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything else. I don't think we need to.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's
so
go.
Army phase. Here we go. These 2 move over and flip. Speed. I have 5.8.
1.3.
Okay, so I go first. Do not resolve the right half. -1 motivation. Okay. So I don't resolve that. Cool. What's yours?
Me too.
Do not resolve the right half. -1 motivation. Oh, that was great. That was easy.
Carry on 4 cards?
Yeah. Come on. This is the one that's hard to get the motivation. Okay. Flip the bottommost card face up from a nearby army's deck and place it on top of the deck. Okay. What do you got? I think we should start surveying again. That was good. Oh, there's lots of chat. What do you got? What's everyone talking about? Co-op mechanisms.
Do I want to move? I think I do want to move.
To do what?
Get rid of this one so we can go down.
But you can't kill it.
2 lives away. I can...
No, remove. Those are hits. So you're actually removing the hits, making them stronger again.
Oh, the other one's give.
The other one is...
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Survey.
Okay, what are you going to survey?
This one.
Okay.
Impatient. Alright. So if it's a strike, I get -1 motivation.
If it's not a strike.
If it's not a strike.
Alright. Do you want to see what that... Oh, you don't have...
No, because I want to save this card for move it around.
That card can move cards around? Okay, so why don't I do this then? Why don't I...
Like, if I don't like the card, I can move it.
Okay, I'm going to use this to delegate. I'm going to give you...
What are you giving me?
A survey card. Because you don't have a survey. So now you can look at that and decide if you want to move it or not.
Happy birthday to me, huh? Okay, it's not a strike. That's
good. Leave it.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Ooh, each macaw circle-based macaw gains 2
fortifies. No.
Shield.
Yeah, just shields for this round if they're attacked. That's all.
So after this round, there's no more.
Yeah,
because
just for the round.
Discard. Okay.
But if they're the slower one.
That's true.
Right? Okay, shall we go to the army phase?
Yeah,
okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go. 2 cards. Discarded and flipped if they need to be. So I am at a speed, well, not me, but this faction's at a speed of 4.2.
7.6.
Okay, so you go first.
So resolve the right half first, which is that. Each circle base gain 2 shields for this round.
Okay, so they're protected for this round.
Here.
Yep.
If the right half is strike, which is not, so go down. If it's not a strike, -1 motivation.
Yes. Sweet.
That's good.
Okay, here we go. Roll the die. You may re-roll once if any adventurer is nearby. I don't have an adventurer nearby. You're not nearby me. So 1 roll. And it says it's a 2. If it's 1 to 7, -1 motivation. Okay. We are in the negotiating. We just got to get that down.
Wow. Okay.
So we're getting close here. Then it says strike. Each cog shape strikes. So that's only one. This one is going to strike this one.
There you go.
3.
Kills right off.
No, because it's protected though.
Oh.
Plus 2. So it's only going to hit 1.
One
No.
life away.
That was so close. I almost killed it. We want to kill it. Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. 4 more cards.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't jinx it.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. Oh, Wrexham on promotion. Wow, that's crazy. So good. If these ever run out, then we shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, this was already flipped over from we put it to the bottom of the deck, so we know what that is. It's a strike.
Yeah.
So do you maybe want to see what that is?
I do, and I think...
Do people in the chat know what's going on here? Because we're kind of in our own little world playing this game while you chat amongst yourselves.
You kind of have to when play Legacy, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing about Legacy game. I'm just like so much going on. Okay. I'll use that one to survey this one. And it said if it's got the highest speed, my motivation go up. If it's got lower speed, then -1.
Okay, and what is your speed? 7.3.
It's an open book.
So we need to see what these are. Because we need your speed to be lower. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool.
Do you have enough card to do it?
I have a +5 speed card.
That's good.
Okay, let's see what these are.
Hi, Legends DM.
Hey, Legends. Okay, I'm going to use this survey, and I'm going to check this. 4.
All right.
Oh, I think we got this. And then I'm going to use this survey.
Wait, we already have because it's 4 plus your 5, right?
Yeah, but if I don't need it, I won't use it.
Oh, yeah.
I can save it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe. So what are we at? 7.5. And what are you at?
7.3.
Yeah! Sweet.
Okay. So,
oh, that's hilarious.
Shall we just go into
Yeah,
it?
let's save the cards.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, discard.
So you're higher.
So you're at 7.3 and I'm at 7.5. So I'm faster by 0.2.
I'm at the back reaching you.
Yeah, just pushing me. Okay, roll the die. Oh, I've left the die right in the middle. Sorry, everybody. Roll the die until you roll a group of ocelots on the board. Replace this side with it. Okay, so. Cogs. Do I have cogs on the board? Yes. So now this side is going to be cogs, which it was anyways. So it doesn't matter.
Okay. Each
cog ocelot gains 2 shields for this round. Fine. Easy.
Okay.
Okay, what's yours say?
If this order has a higher speed, which does not, it has lower, so I get -1.
Yes! Oh, we're so close!
I just need 3 more steps.
We are so close. Okay?
Okay.
And then the right side?
Each star-based macaw attacks.
Uh-oh. Okay. So this one attacks. And the chief attacks. Okay, the chief has a range of 2.
They both do.
Okay, they both have 2. So this chief can go 1, 2 or 1, 2, but it goes straight. So it's attacking here. This soldier
also 2
can go here or here, but it goes straight first, so it goes here. Okay. Each cog has a protection of 2. Okay. So the chief's attack is 3 minus 2.
Attack 1.
So it attacks for 1. Okay. This one is attacking at a power of 3. There's a shield. So that's 2.
Yep.
Right? The fortify is removed. That's 1. There we go. Okay? Don't forget, this motivation is actually at a 4 because it's a +1 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Esco says, I'm focusing so much on the game, I forgot my tea. That's good. I'm glad.
Legend, you're having beef fried rice. That is so good.
Nyoro Chao Fan. One of my favorite things in Taiwan.
Especially when your tummy is growling right now.
Nyoro Chao Fan. So good. Okay, here we go. People that are watching, if you want us to show cards and the green screen, just let us know. And we'll be happy to do that, or if you have any questions, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to shuffle those soon.
Yeah,
right?
When there's nothing here and we need to flip something, we shuffle those back in, okay? We haven't had any horror cards yet, because we haven't killed anybody.
Knock on wood.
We will soon.
That one is very...
Yeah. We don't want this to rise, though. We want it to go down, not rise. Okay. All units of a nearby army gain 2 shields. Yeah. For this round, okay?
I have so many
Place
cards.
2, fortify. Holy, you do have a lot. Okay.
Okay. I think I want to survey.
Yeah. Do you have any cards that can manipulate the deck? That one does, so keep that.
Oh, I have give up to. Maybe I can just move and get that, but then we will get the...
No, because you can't kill people with that. You can't reduce it below 1.
That's true. Okay.
Come on, Macaw. Stop being so motivated. Do you want to see what this deck is?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle both because I want to watch. Not watch. I want to see both. I want to see both.
I keep telling Judy.
I want to see both. Can you hear me?
I keep telling Judy she goes so far away from the microphone and talks so quietly.
Especially I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you're going to look at both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's getting exciting.
Come on. It is getting exciting.
Okay, so...
Look at one.
Survey says...
The survey says...
Revoked. Do not resolve the right card.
-1. Yes.
Okay, so now...
So don't worry about that.
Yeah. Do I want to move?
Why would you? For what purpose?
Wow, all my other soldiers are like dying.
That's good. It's going to -1. So it goes to 4. If we can kill off 2 of these, boom.
That's
game
all we
over.
need, right?
That's all we need. Okay.
Let's do it.
Keep your cards. Let me see what these are.
Yeah.
And then maybe we want to strike. So we attack. So maybe you can give me some cards to manipulate.
Yes, totally.
Okay. So I want to see what this is first. We want circle to attack. If circle attacks, watch me get a circle strike, but then I get a card that I have to roll the dice. Sorry. Yeah, 8 on Twitch. We're getting there. Oh, no, only 6 right now, it says. Anyways. Does everyone know why we want to strike so bad? Because these 2 are almost dead. And if we kill them, they lose motivation. And that's exactly what we want.
But this one will die first. It's got 4 hits already.
Well, it depends who's attacking.
That's true.
If the 2 circles are attacking, it'll go there and there. If it's only the cog attacking, it will only go there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Go by unit.
So let's see this one. I'm going to survey.
Thanks to Legends DM, now I just craving fried rice.
I'm gonna survey with this one.
So
I know.
Hungry. So hungry.
McRoaster, you should be doing an association action next, right? Okay, give him a good shuffle. Ready? We want a strike. We want to go on strike. What is it going to be? Ready? We want strike.
Woo!
Yeah!
Wow.
Right? But it's the cogs. It's only this one. We want to make it a circle. So this might change it.
Yeah, because there's a card say ignore the card.
Ignore the card. Yeah. Okay.
But what are the odds though? I don't think there's a lot of those cards.
I don't know. Why don't I see what it is?
Sure. Do you want me to delegate some card to you? Or
nope.
Do you have it?
I think I'm good right now because I've got some actions that can do it. Okay. Just kill the macaw's internet. No internet, no more motivation. I have no motivation to live. Okay, good shuffle, good shuffle, good shuffle. Okay, ready? It says, roll the die. You may re-roll once if you have an adventurer nearby, which we don't. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay. So we may gain or lose a motivation. That's not horrible. That's not horrible.
You don't want to get too close to surrender anyways.
That's true. But don't forget we're at 1 extra motivation because he's in that spot. But that's okay. We're slowly getting there.
That's cool. I'm pretty sure macaws are motivated by screaming.
And goats. Ah!
Crazy.
Cut off their electricity. Okay. I think we just end it and get close and then try to end it the next round. What do you think?
Let's do it. All right.
Because I don't want to fool around with this deck and then get one that cancels this.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't fool around.
Don't fool around. Don't fool around with the deck.
That's cool.
Okay. What? Discard and flip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, you went rude with that and I wasn't trying to be. Okay, so what is your speed?
Do you know? Oh. 1.3.
1.3 and I'm 4.2, so I go first.
Okay.
Roll the die. You may re-roll once if any adventurer is nearby, but we don't have that. 1 to 7 is -1 motivation. 8 to 12 is +1 motivation. We want to drop. We want 1 to 7. Ready? I kind of.
Do you roll okay today?
I don't know. All I know is I kind of have to pee.
Scared.
I have to go to the washroom.
It's
7.
7. Oh, -1. You're at the edge of it.
Yay! Well, no, we're right in the middle because.
No, I mean 1 to 7.
Oh yeah. That was good. Okay, and then each cog oscillate attacks. So there's only one cog attacking here. You're dead.
Yeah.
Range of 3. Yep. +3. Dead.
It's dead.
No protection. Okay, so this is what happens. The hit points go away. This soldier comes off the board and goes into this spot.
Yeah.
Lower the motivation by 1. But
Add a horror
1 horror card goes on top of the resource deck that will come out later.
Yeah.
Okay, bio break. We are so close. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Do not resolve the right half and -1 more time.
Ah, we're so close. Okay.
Just one more.
Oh my
Honestly,
gosh.
kill one of them.
Okay.
Then you can go biocheck.
Yeah. So the status check. Are we there? We're not there. Okay.
Just go.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put it on another screen.
Is it gonna be loud? Sorry.
I don't know.
We'll be back. Just a bio break. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. That's never happened to me before.
Washroom break. Blowing nose break.
Yeah. So just FYI, I've just kind of because of some medical tests and stuff like that, I've actually had to really drink a lot of water and hydrate myself to help my kidneys. So I've been drinking a lot of water, which makes me have to go to the washroom a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's embarrassing.
But hey, if you're watching it later, there's timestamp. You're gonna put
Washroom break.
Just in case.
Oh, that's funny. Clearly, Michael is worried about Judy spilling secrets when he's not. That is not why I turned the sound off. It's because the washroom is really, really close, and I just didn't want you to hear me.
Oh, the fountain sound.
Oh, stop it. I'm kind of embarrassed.
Serenity. Okay. Now.
Okay. Oh, this is new. We haven't had this happen yet. Okay?
So 4 cards.
4 cards. One of them is the horror card.
4.
So
we have to do that first.
Right. Before we do anything, we flip over a horror card. Some of them aren't that bad. So.
Aw. The art is so sad.
What the? Why is...
Bending the neck downward.
Why are the icons upside down?
Let's find out. Read it.
That's weird. Anyways, the icons, you go to the topmost character that's in the game.
They're usually upright, but this one is downward.
Maybe because the picture's upside down? That's weird.
Oh, because the names card is vertical.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Right?
Wow, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Anyways, that's funny. So that's my character first, so this is going to happen to me.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
If I wasn't playing, then it would happen to the next one going down the list.
Okay.
And it says, so this is ongoing. So it stays in my deck. When you survey, flip the bottommost face down card instead of the topmost.
Wow.
Discard this when a nearby army's deck has no face down cards. We literally just reshuffled these. So this is going to take forever. I can't survey anything. So
well, you are the green zone anyways, so.
That's true. Basically what that means is, if I want to survey, I don't flip over the top card. I only flip over the bottom card, but it stays on the bottom. Right? Vertigo is usually makes you feel like you're upside down. Yeah, that is really clever that they even put those icons upside down.
Very thematic.
Yeah.
So cool.
Okay. Oops, I just hit the green screen.
So I have 4 cards already.
Vertigo makes you feel like you're in a Hitchcock movie.
There you go.
Totally.
I already have 4 cards. I don't have space.
Okay, we'll split them that way. Well, I guess I'm not surveying. Because I've got vertigo. Dang horror cards. I know. Okay, Judy, I think we should just survey this and figure out what's going on.
Yes.
We need that down 1 and then the game's over. Caca! Sorry.
Okay, so that, I'm going to use that one.
Sorry, can you go... Are you sure you want to use that card? Because the special action allows you to discard cards that we might want.
Okay, I'll use that.
Later.
For that.
Okay, so what does it say?
If the order has a higher speed, +1 motivation. If it has lower speed. Do you have anything that's
I do. I have a +5.
Yeah?
So I'll put +5 to my speed. Okay?
Okay. Now, that's...
I can't check what the speeds are because I don't have... I got vertigo. Sounding like an actual macaw.
Well, I have
Wait. I have a question. Okay. Does a macaw say caca or does it say macaw? Sorry.
I think they open mouth slow, so they go caw.
Just because it actually says macaw.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. So bad Judy didn't even get it. She's like, no. Anyways.
I have to use one of those good cards for surveying. So, what are the chances of me to discard a card or move? I'm gonna use this one because this one actually discard.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll use that
to see what our
survey says.
The survey says that's okay. So you're at 7.3. I'm at whatever these are +5.
So we should just go to it.
I think we should be fine.
Okay, let's go.
Because
the famous last word.
Hold on. A nearby army's next order is +5. I'll play them both.
Wow.
That way we're guaranteed no matter what happens.
Okay, that's
no fooling around here.
Yes. Don't fool around.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm scared.
Don't be. You're powerful.
Here we go. 5.8. So we have 15.8.
Yeah.
So we're first.
Yeah.
Do not resolve the right half -1.
Please stop right there and don't go surrender.
We're at +1 though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because he's there. So we're at +2. Okay? Okay? Don't resolve the right half. Perfect.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
Swift. If this order has higher speed, which I don't, so it's lower speed, and I go into the green zone. Woo!
Game's not over yet.
Oh.
We have to. We don't win until the what's it called? Status phase. We still have to finish the card.
Fine.
We can still die.
Each Starbase Macaw attacks, which is those two.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why?
Because we're gonna die.
How much life? Okay, let's do this. So, how?
Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Attack. I'm scared.
So this one has a range of 2. Go straight 1, 2. And that one also 1, 2.
Okay.
It's got a power of 3. Power of 3.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Crap.
So they happen simultaneously. So this is 3. They already have 2. Dead. Goes down. But we're +1. So we're still okay. Okay. And a horror card goes onto our deck. And this star attacks.
Range of 3.
3. There's 1 there.
Well, yeah, shield.
Oh, yes. 2. That's okay, though, because that it still wouldn't have killed us.
And you have life of 5. Okay.
Life of 5.
Okay.
Life of pi. Life of 5. So 1, 2, 3. So he still has 2 lives. Okay. So he's still good. That symbol there means even though this is down in the dead zone, it's still +1.
Okay.
So we're okay.
Consider that as a 1, even though it's there.
Done, right?
Yeah.
So technically it's there.
Yeah, because of that.
That +1. If this guy moved out, it would have dropped down. Okay? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, are we done?
Yes.
We're done? Status? Yeah! We win! Holy, that was close. That was close. I thought we were going to die.
That's pretty much how we died last time.
Last time it came down to the order of cards and things.
1 hair apart.
Like, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. All right.
I just get
the trophy.
Yay!
Yay!
Share this.
Oh, I want to put on some party lights. Shall I?
Of course.
Party lights. Let's see. Where are my party lights? I don't know how to do this anymore.
That is awesome. I never won legacy games.
No, right?
I'm so bad at legacy stuff.
No, I don't want that. I can put the lights to sound.
No, that's okay.
Okay. All right, there you go. I don't like these party lights. We win! Yay!
We share the trophy because it's co-op.
We'll share the trophy. Wow, cool.
Wow.
That was close.
Jose.
Is Jose here? Hey, Jose. A nice win. Did you just get here? Right to see us win. Whew. Okay.
Wowee.
Cool. Shall we review?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Cora Lou? Hashtag Team Judy. It's a co-op.
Team Judy is Team Michael today.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Cora Lou.
Yay.
Okay.
Same team.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up this one. Peacemaker. We made peace today.
We made peace barely. Okay. Who first?
You go first.
Are you sure? Okay, I'll go first. Okay. I'm going to be 100% completely honest. Okay?
As we always do.
Yeah. When I was learning the game and I was learning the rules, I was worried I wasn't going to enjoy this game. I was kind of fiddling around with it a bit and playing, and I'm like, I don't move very much. I'm just nothing's real. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to play out. And then you and I started playing it, and the first couple turns, I was like, okay, there's not really much here. But then, as we started flipping more of these over, and I'm like, oh, I get how these work.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starting to understand what we need to do. And once we got about halfway through our first game, I changed my mind. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
And the fact that this is only the first scenario.
The teaching one, yeah.
The teaching one. So in other scenarios, there are cards that turn these and they move in all different directions. There's other barriers that come out on the board. They're going to be moving around the board more. So we are going to have to be moving more because remember, we can't do anything to these armies unless we're in a spot with them. So if these soldiers are moving around, I have to follow them and kind of stick with them to be able to manipulate their decks and things like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that's going to happen, and different factions have different the way their mentalities, right? As you can see here, the Ocelots were a bit more timid almost. Their motivation dropped quite quickly, whereas these all revolved around the chief. They're all a little bit different. So as we started playing it, I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, I get it. I've never played a game like this where we're not, like people have mentioned these types of games with the books like Jaws of the Lion and those types of games.
Yeah.
You're fighting baddies. You're fighting monsters. You're fighting zombies and creatures and things like that. Not at all in this. And it's hard to wrap your head around this mentality where we're not actually fighting, but we kind of want them to fight them, and we want them to fight them, but just enough to kind of lower their motivation, but not enough to really hurt them. So there's that fine balance. And when you have one faction where their motivation's dropping quickly and the other one's being the stubborn macaw, so there's a lot to think about.
Yes. And
yes, it's simple, but it's simple enough that it's fun. I don't know. It's a very different experience, and I'm very, very excited to see what the other scenarios have.
Yeah. And it's different books by different character too, right?
Oh, yeah. These are going to flip over. The terrains are going to change. The different characters are going to change. I'm guessing, I don't know because I haven't looked that far, I'm guessing that this faction always uses the R1. Macaws always use L1s. So maybe the next one will be L1 against R3, right? So the terrains are going to be mixing and matching. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't gone that far and I don't want any spoilers.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I love Lands of Galzier. I love that game. This does not feel like that at all. Completely different.
Yeah.
Which is great. But when I first started reading the rules and we first started playing, I was like, oh, there's not really much here. And I was worried. Production is phenomenal.
Yes.
Beautiful. Fantastic. I love how the different bases change. Just all of that is fantastic, but I was worried that's all it was. But no. Once I started playing, I was like, whew. Now, if we played solo, there's just one faction on the board, but I get all 4 cards. And that would be kind of hard because you can only manipulate one at a time. Right? Whereas you were kind of dealing with the macaws and I was kind of dealing with the Ocelots, right? So I could kind of do one faction, you could do the other, and we could work together that way. Whereas if you're by yourself, you can only do one at a time.
Yeah. But it might have a different kind of effect to it too.
Totally.
Yeah.
And there might be, I don't know, there might be scenarios where 2 factions are on one side. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't gone that far. And the insert's fantastic. It's just, anyways, I was very, I went from really wanting to check out this game to, oh no, I'm going to be disappointed. I know it too. Oh, no, I'm not. It's a bit of a roller coaster.
Right back up.
And that, like, honestly, I when I first started learning it, honestly, I did not think there was a game here. Very pleasantly surprised.
Very appreciated to get this one for review. Thank you, Snowdale Design Games.
I love how these scrolls go together like that. They have two sides.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the speed. One goes first, one doesn't. It makes thematic sense.
Very.
The faster faction gets to do their actions first. If you're a slower faction and one of those is a shield to protect you, too bad. You didn't hide fast enough. Like, I think that's fantastic.
The speed matters and the order of those ones matters.
Yeah.
The discard pile.
Totally.
That's awesome.
Sorry, that was a little bit long, but that's my honest review. That I was basically, in a nutshell, I was very worried. But even the first scenario, I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very excited to see what the next scenarios bring.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
So that would be a kind of game that surprises you after you play.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we didn't even get to really use the stealth. Like, look at all this back here.
No, it's in.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, okay. Yep.
So, I love their game design from Snowdale Design. From Lands of Gelsier, it already have that feeling of the production is great, but we don't know how it goes. I personally am not into legacy games that much, but it surprised me with Lands of Gelsier, and now this one, Peacemakers.
Sorry, this isn't technically legacy, like as in usually those you kind of like rip cards up and
I know, but like scenario.
Yeah. Campaign.
Scenario campaign kind of.
Yeah.
Because it take longer and English is not my first language, so when you have to spend a lot of reading, that kind of turn me off. But those are easy enough. Like, as you can see during the game, I was a bit confused at some part. So I might, honest opinion, I might not play it solo by myself, but if it's co-op, I would more than enjoy it. Like,
it's true.
I love it.
It uses some mechanics that I've played a lot in other games that you haven't, like that whole like range attacks and how range works and things. That it's just
I mean, those are standard. Like how many lives they have and the range and the fighting points. Those are standard with like scenario games. I get that. It's just the reading part of some kind of comprehensive ideas. Sometimes I misread what it should be. So that's why I'm kind of avoiding it. But this is really interesting to play. Well, thank you for teaching and play together. I won't do it myself. Production is great and the design is thematic and it makes sense. It's very balanced.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Balance. Yeah. It's just everything tying together, and I love that.
Yeah.
I like it's tiny part, but like DJ Dan was saying, the book style.
Yeah, it's cool.
Board, it's just so fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really appreciate that we got this copy for review.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. And there's another thing that I like too about this is I like the freedom you have.
Absolutely.
I've got all these cards. There's no turn order. We can do anything we want, as much as we want, as long as we have cards or not.
Yeah.
And to me, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I like how you can plan up to a certain point, because this deck especially, you might have to roll a die and that could change everything, or you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know, it's just neat. It's little touches too, like I know we already said it. This Vertigo card. They did not have to do it that way. But it's just so cool. It's so cool. I don't know what's in the horror deck because we haven't gone that deep into it. Another thing I really find interesting, and you don't really feel this until you play it, is the trade-offs, right? It's you want some of the soldiers to die because that's how you lower your motivation.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
It's hard to make peace.
But every time you do that, you're also getting bad things.
Yeah.
Every time you do a good thing, you get a bad thing. It's like you were saying, I'm going to fortify. And I was like, but why? Do we want to fortify? Maybe. Do we want to protect them? Or do we want to kind of let them die? Like, I don't know. Like there's a trade-off for everything.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's fun.
There are many characters, but not too much overwhelming.
No.
Stuff.
No.
So that's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right, because most of them you just use for those top actions and they're all the same.
Yeah.
Right.
And just the way that, like you say, do we want to keep them alive or hurt them a little bit? It's really great working together. And this is only the beginning. So there are more advanced actions, factors, terrains, all that. The playability is really great with the scenarios that we introduced at the very beginning. Those challenges.
Yeah.
I think it's something that is worth keep on your game shelf.
I agree. Yeah. I will
also Lens of Gales here.
Yeah, Lens
of Gales is
one. I will say that I'm not saying there's nothing out there, but I've never played anything like this. This is unique. That Peacemaker mechanic of we're not fighting them. We're
bring down their ambitions
just enough, right? And I find that very unique. So it's a fun game.
Yeah.
That has a unique theme and doesn't feel like anything else I have. So therefore, it has to stay in our collection because it fills a gap that I didn't even know was a gap in our collection because it's something that I just have never seen before.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It
is very cool. And like we showed at the beginning, the insert is just so, again, it's a minor point, but it's just so soothing. Comfort.
Kinda, yeah.
So comfort to look at.
Yeah. So, this is what it looks
pretty.
Like here. Right?
Isn't that great?
So all the different scenarios go in here, right? So we've got scenario 1 out, and then that is the horror deck and the resource deck.
And if you tilt a bit, they even show a print here. Like it tells you.
Right?
So comfortable.
Then, so scenario 2, we'll use these cards instead of the scenario 1.
I'll hold it.
Thanks. So then it tells you it's the bear factions and whatever that green faction is. The iguanas, I think. Oh, and the macaws. See? There's 3 factions coming up. And look, this is neat. Because this is scenario 2, it's a different macaw deck than this macaw deck. So it actually changes what the macaws do.
Probably more advanced.
I don't know.
Probably doing something different.
And how are 3 factions going to go? So now you got, see? I don't know. This is going to be exciting.
No spoiler.
I know. I want to flip this over and look at what the next scenario is.
Right?
That
is so cool.
I'm so tempted, but I won't.
Yeah.
Here, let's, do you want to show it that?
Can you see it? Oh, not focus. Focus yet?
It's focused on us. It's locked focus.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, very cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Maybe you can see this. It's just different character.
Yeah.
7 of them.
I turned the autofocus off because...
No, they can see better.
Yeah.
That's focused.
Okay, where's scenario 3? Well, that's it, everybody. Or scenario 2. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Shall we check the chat?
Imagine if you spill this one.
No. Well, it's okay, right? Because they all at the bottom. I'll show you at the bottom of every card. It says scenario 1, so you just reshuffle them, right?
Reorganize
them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's a beaut.
It's a beaut, Clark. All right, Mike at Dice Tower really liked this one. I'm curious and would try it at a con, but probably not a game we'd get in a lot. Yeah, here's the thing about this game. Once you learn it, I think you know it. I think if we got this game off the shelf in 6 months, we would instantly just set it up and start playing. There's not really any learning curve or relearning curve, right? Like I think the rules are pretty straightforward that once you go, you go.
Like I said, it's not overwhelmed with,
right.
How a lot of scenario games, just starting by setup, you want to just pass out already. But this one is simple, straightforward, and you can catch up where you left off.
Totally.
I think it's pretty cool.
I agree, 100%. Yeah, Esco says I kind of like how it plays. Yeah, me too. Very cool. Maybe there will be even more meeples to battle. Yeah, I think we just saw that there's 3 factions coming up in the next one. 5v5, that would be crazy. Insert is nice too, says Joe. Yes. We couldn't agree more. DJ Dan says, I like the theme. I would play it if someone offered it. I don't think I need to buy this, but it's neat. I would say 7.5 out of 10 is solid. You know what? I am at 7.5 out of 10 right now. I'm curious to see whether other scenarios, because this happens, overcomplicate it where it's not needed. I'm curious to see what they do.
Because we're only at the beginning.
That's right. The reason why I like this too is because solo is, you can just set it up anytime by yourself. Solo is super easy, which is great, right? Esco says, when I pick games, it's in part about what I think, what I can get people around me to play. This game is a solid candidate. If not, I would happily play it solo. I tried my best. The one thing about this game as a co-op is it could be very easy to get alpha gamers. Where I was really trying to not say, I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm like, I want us to each make our own choices. We can suggest things. We can suggest, but at the same time, I didn't want to just be like, do this, I'll do this, you do this. Okay, next.
It's also hard because you can delegate your card to your co-op other player, and sometimes you might want to keep it for other actions. So you kind of need to, that part.
You know what? We cheated.
Why? How?
I don't think we could have won this game.
How? Well, that's a game changer.
Yeah, I just made a mistake. We can't delegate cards unless we're in the same spot. So all those cards I gave you, I couldn't give you.
You didn't give me much, just 1 or 2.
Yeah, very important ones. That allowed you to manipulate the decks.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
We're only human. Oh, sorry. So don't delegate cards unless you're in the same spot.
Sorry, everybody.
So your character and my character need to be on the same spot.
So we need to. I need to move to you.
Yeah.
Give you my cards or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Mike from Dice Tower gave it a 9. Wow. I could see that. I could totally. And you know what? I say 7.5. I could be a little higher than that, but I'm only saying 7.5 because if I go higher than that, that is my anticipation for what's coming up. My excitement to want to see more. But I can't do that. That's not what my score should be. My score should be what I've played. And right now that's 7.5. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, at Meeple and the Moose, I have 32 on my tops list. I don't know what they're talking about.
Co-op games, I think.
Maybe? I think I missed something up above it. Scenario 2. The macaws want to enact a special trade tax, but nobody else wants that. Difficult to play 5 out of 5. Difficulty to play 5 out of 5.
Only if we can make peace in the real world.
Right? Totally. Fave co-ops. 10 Disney animated. 9 Unlock Kids. 8 Pandemic. Similo. Letter Jam. Burgle Brothers, Forbidden Island, Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, Toy Story, Forbidden Desert. Ooh, what is my favorite? My favorite does semi-co-op count? Like with a potential for a hidden trader? Because my favorite co-op.
Let me guess. Dead of Winter.
Yeah, easily Dead of Winter. So good. So many great ones left off the list. Yeah, there's lots of great co-ops out there. Rematch, because we cheated. Replay the entire game, delete the film. This didn't happen. Replay it next year.
Guess what? There's still going to be bio break.
No, Esco, you're right. We had carrier pigeons. Totally.
Yeah.
Macaws can fly.
Right?
They just flew over the river. That's so funny. Just for today, though. Doesn't know what picking one game means. Micro says, Coralu doesn't know what picking one game means. What's your favorite co-op? Here's 10.
It's hard to pick. There's so many games out there.
Coralu doesn't know how to add one play per game onto BG stats either.
There's so many choices.
Sorry, Coralu, we're picking on you. Oh, too funny. Anyways, regardless of us cheating,
sorry,
we may still have won, right?
We may.
It wasn't a matter of winning or dying, winning or losing.
Okay.
Winning or dying. That's a harsh choice. You either win the game or you die.
Yeah, it's hard.
Corlo, I already said it was going to be hard, so I'd do top 10. Totally. Yeah. We're just teasing you. So that's that, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and watching.
Thank you.
What's coming up next? Live stream. Do we know yet?
No, but there are several games coming, and some say they're coming, but not coming. I don't know. With the tariff going right now, some just kind of missing in the ocean.
That's true.
Don't know anymore.
That is so true.
It makes everyone's job so hard.
Ooh, we do. Can I give a little spoiler, a little hint of something that I have coming? Not I have, but we have.
Is it going to be a live stream?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm not going to say what they are, but we actually have a couple of Stonemaier games coming.
Stonemaier. Games.
Yeah, they're on their way. I got the notice they were shipped on Wednesday, I think, so they should be here very soon. So that'll be fun. A lot of books
to read. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. One of them I'll say because we won't live stream it. This is just more for us. But one of them that's coming is the campaign for Scythe.
Oh yeah, campaign you probably can. But we'll do a video.
Yeah. Oh, we'll do a video. Yeah. But we won't live stream.
It will not be live stream.
But we have 2 games coming. The other game coming from them, I can almost guarantee we will live stream at some point.
But we cannot say the title yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Stay
tuned.
Hold on. Was that DJ Dan? Ooh, Finspan? Can't tell you.
Is it a squirrel span?
Squirrel span, I can't tell you.
Rodent span.
But we still will follow our rules, right? We only live stream, except for this one because we played it late, but we only live stream games that we enjoy. We might make videos or talk about games we don't really enjoy because what's the point of live streaming if we don't enjoy it?
There are some games that we're supposed to do. It's on the list, but because our jobs are so easy and crazy right now. But there are some games from Asmodee is on the list as well that we have to do. So stay tuned.
How many games? That leads into this question. Cora says, how many games are on our we still need to live stream?
Oh, so many.
We have potential live streams because if we haven't learned or played them yet, we don't know if we want to live stream them. But I think
because we want to enjoy it. They make sure it's good to put on the live stream, right? So we want to play it first. There are some that was really good. Yeah. But we just really need time to get that schedule because
you don't want to know how many games are on our shelf of opportunity.
Yeah.
Not all shelf of opportunity are potential live streams, but I think my shelf games I haven't played right now is I think I just got it down to 85. That's so stupid. DJ Dan doesn't stop me from guessing.
So we will get there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Coralu, same time. No.
Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, we do every other week now.
No, that's Mother's Day.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
There was an event, but it might need to be postponed. We'll see. We'll talk about it later.
Event?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay. So that will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
DJ Dan doesn't stop me from guessing.
If you haven't done so already, please subscribe or join us at Discord or Facebook group, The Nerd Shelves, or Twitch, or Blue Sky, or Instagram or Thread, wherever you are.
Just come and find us.
Any social media. We're not at X much more. We're just done with that. So
yeah, I'm not on Twitter X anymore.
Find us.
DJ Dan, how is Star Wars Wednesdays? Anything coming up?
Wonder am
I? Yes, definitely. I had a couple of work events and other things that had to happen on Wednesdays, but something is coming up. Stay tuned for that, definitely. Since you missed a week, do this next one and skip Mother's Day. Possibly. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Weekends are tough because now our kids do some sports things and we've got other things going on. Like we really gotta.
We'll post it on social media.
Yeah, we gotta scrutinize our schedules a lot. Hey, everyone, pop on over to Twitch and we're gonna go raid Cribbage and More.
Wee wee.
Wee wee, wee wee. Oh, I do. Oh, where's my sticky note?
Do you remember how?
Nope. I forget.
You have a sticky note?
I had one, but I can't find it. How do we raid? How do we raid? Big Lego sets coming May 1st. What? What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? Tell me. I have a couple of helmets that I need to build, so that's cool. How to raid on Twitch. I had a sticky note and I've lost it. Type /raid followed by the target's channel. Got it. Oh, DJ Dan's already here. So just one /raid. Let's see if this works. Ready? We're going to go raid, everyone. So remember, as soon as we raid over, then I stop our stream. So I just want to say bye to everybody.
Thank you.
Surprised you. Impressed I had a sticky note. Yeah, me too. Let's see if this works. It might just come out as a chat if it's the wrong thing. Ready?
Yeah.
Unrecognized command. Maybe it's 2 slashes.
Do you get a right sticky note?
I told you I lost my sticky note.
Or is it stinky nose?
Yeah, it's a stinky note.
Do you have a question mark?
Nope. Should we try that?
Sure. I think it's just one slash. I think it's just one slash.
What do I do, everybody?
Try again. /raid.
Type /raid. Do I leave a space maybe? Maybe that's why it's not working.
No, because it's a followed by.
Why is this not working?
CRIB.
Find someone to raid. Okay. I want to. Can I just click that?
Maybe.
No, I just went over to their channel.
Oh.
Huh.
Now how do you get...
Be patient, everybody.
That is too funny. So /raid. /crib.
Raid.
And then?
I think space.
Okay.
Maybe?
Spell their name right?
Did I? Yay! There needed a space.
You need a space.
Yes. Here we go, everyone. We are going to be raiding in...
Right now.
Right now. Bye, everyone. Thanks for your patience. I was like, oh my God.